Another way in which you can put into action the compliancy trigger making women seduce you is to tell a woman that she's turning you on, but you want her to stop. Now this one is similar to the last one we talked about. And I'll tell you a funny story. My mom calls me the other day and she says, "Son, women are privy to your tactics. There's actually a group of women who teach other women how to fiend to their lovers that they're being seduced by them." And I said, "Mom, women have been doing this for centuries. Women know that if they can goad a man into thinking that he's turning her on, he's going to try that much harder. And we can use this exact tactic back on women." So one of the ways that I like to do it is if a woman happens to be rubbing my back, I might look all flustered and besotted and say, "Oh my God, that feels so good. Just stop, you're turning me on." And inevitably, the woman is going to try that much harder. Now let's break down why this is so successful. When you tell a woman that she's turning you on, and then you tell her to stop, you're goading her into becoming the aggressor or the seducer. And unknowingly, although she thinks she has all the power, she ends up relinquishing all the control to you. By making her think that she has the power to turn you on, she becomes obsessed with trying to turn you on, and in the end becomes your loyal slave. And the sexual frame she ends up falling into is that she wants you and that she's trying to seduce you. And the meta frame is that you're the prize she's trying to win over. And within this sexual frame, there's two compliancy triggers at work here. One is abundance to scarcity. By you acting seduced by her, you're giving her an abundance of validation. And then by telling her to stop, you're taking away that validation. Now what this does is this boosts your prizability in her eyes. Also, commitment and consistency is at work here. The more effort you make her invest into trying to seduce you, the more she believes that she's making all of this effort because she really likes you a lot. And also you're doing many things to build arousal. One is that you're hitting several of her sexual needs. You're making her think that she's seducing you, but you're also playing a bit of hard to get with her. So you're playing a bit of cat and mouse, which is utterly and totally seducing her. And you're also making her feel worthy and attractive. Now these things are building arousal, so you're turning her on, which is fulfilling her need to be physiologically aroused. You're also arousing several of her primitive emotions, discontent, because you've created an obstacle between her and the thing she desires, namely seducing you. Fear of loss, since you're telling her that it wouldn't be a good idea if she turns you on, you're threatening to take away the very thing that she wants to turn you on. And also you're inciting a need for your validation inside her. You're sending her mixed signals. On the one hand, you're telling her that she's turning you on, and on the other, you're telling her to stop. Now this is going to make her think to herself, is he telling me to stop because he really wants me to stop? Or am I failing to completely turn him on? Also, you're doing things to create the perceptual filter of comfort. By her being the aggressor, by her chasing you, she can't feel uncomfortable with you making sexual advances. Now, all of these filters, the perceptual filter of comfort, the perceptual filter of prizability, the compliancy triggers, are going to help her process and act on the arousal that you're generating inside her body.